Hey, welcome back, comic fans. Mr. Q Comics back with another haul video. Today we are going to continue with some spec hunting. I have been doing a lot of digging recently. Hit up a local hobby shop in the past few weeks, probably 3 or 4 different trips, and I picked up a ton of great books there. Go back, check out my last couple of videos to see some of those books. I grabbed an amazing deal on a New Mutants 98, so I think that was in my very last video. So go check that out, and if you're a fan of haul videos, please do me a favor, go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave me some comments, let me know what you think about these books. So, all right, let's jump into it here. I hit up 2 of my more regular shops, probably 2 weeks ago, something like that. I had won a book on a Wednesday night claim sale from one shop, so I had to pick that up, and I did some digging in the back issues there. And then I moved on to another shop. The same thing, I bought some stuff online, had to pick up, and was taking the opportunity to dig through the back issues. So first shop is more of a vintage shop. They have a lot more of the silver, Bronze Age type of stuff. A little bit tougher to find. You know, a lot of the spec books I've been looking at, more the modern 2000 and up series, particularly the Marvel Now type of stuff. You will find some stuff sprinkled in there, but it's a lot more Bronze Age runs, things like that. So I was able to pick up a few books, so let's dive into it. First book, I probably showed this off, at least the cover A. I know I did in one of the last videos. This is Mighty Avengers #1, when Monica Rambeau becomes Spectrum. This is the Comic Book Defense League variant, I believe, which does not go for as much, but this is a really nice copy, near mint condition. Picked this up for $4, and I think this book has gotten hot just this week. I think Key Collector put it up on their app, something to do with the trailer for the Marvels. I think there's talk about, you know, which Monica Rambeau will actually use. I think the Hut book was, I forget what it was, whichever one she first appears as Photon. So I can't keep up with it. I don't know a ton about Monica Rambeau, but I know that was a good buy. So happy to pick that up. Grabbed a copy of this. This is a book I read back in 2015. I think I bought the first, I don't know, 30 issues of this run and then sold it off. But I did find this there. This is all new, all different Avengers, #9. So this is the first cover, and I guess it's the second appearance of Nadia Pym as the Wasp. I don't think there's any particular spec about this right now, but any first appearance from these modern characters, I have definitely been picking up. You know, definitely worthwhile. This was cheap. This book you can find relatively inexpensive. I'm sure you can find in your shops for cover price or less. And I don't even know what this was. $4 as well for this. So another near mint copy. So definitely happy to have that. All right, next, this was awesome. Not a huge book, but I am a big time Mike Zeck fan. Love Mike Zeck art, and this is a run I've been piecing together. It's Captain America 276. So this is, you know, probably $20, $25 book due to the Falcon Winter Soldier show. This is where the identity of Baron Zemo, the second Baron Zemo, is revealed. I love this cover. I've got this in my collection right now, but I think it's a lower grade copy. This is a really sharp near mint copy, and he had this at $5, so I was happy to get an upgrade. I just love Mike Zeck art. This is just an awesome cover. I don't know how many books he did on this run, but just great 80s artwork here. One of my absolute favorites. So happy to pick that up. It's a book that got hot in the past couple weeks. Showed this off as well. Grabbed a couple of copies, a couple of variants as well. Iron Fist, The Living Weapon, #1. First appearance of Pei. I don't know if I'm saying that right. First appearance of Pei, and I believe there's speculation he will pick up, she, I don't even know anything about the character. They'll pick up the power of the Iron Fist in the MCU. So this is probably VF near mint copy for $5. So happy to get another one to sit on. Another book I have shown off, and I have definitely been grabbing these when I find them. Amazing Spider-Man #1 from Volume 3. So, of course, the first appearance of Silk is #4, which is a huge book, extremely expensive, excuse me, especially in a 9.8. This is the first cameo of Cindy Moon, who will become Silk. you can still find this cheap. I mean, I think this is going for, I think it's picking up on eBay a little bit. I think I see it more in the $20 range now. And it's one of those giant, thick books too. It's tough for me anyways to find it in high grade. Always got some bad bindery tears, and it's always got some bad color rub on the back, at least where I find it. But so it's like a $6 cover price. I think they have this at $7. So, you know, not the type of price range I typically want to go for, but I'll spend a little bit more in the shop because they have a back issue credit program. So anything I buy out of the bins, you get credit, and I like to run up a couple $100 worth of credit and then buy a big key. So I think I've got like 8-9 copies of this now. So to me, it's not number 4, but it's definitely a solid spec book in my opinion. And on that token, I showed this off as well. Same run, number 9. This is the second appearance of Spider-Gwen. This one I did pay a little bit for, I think $12. Not the best shape, probably VF near mint, but again, I think these second appearances, these cameos of the character, the character before they become the hero or whatever, or when they're in costume, I think these are kind of a great second tier spec books. If you don't have a big budget, if you want to, I like to stockpile a bunch of stuff, kind of spread things out. So to me, great book to be on the lookout for. You could still find it cheap. And I mean, what did I mark this down as? I do see it going more in the $20-$25 range on eBay now. And I think I saw a raw copy marked as near mint minus go for like $45 last week, I think. So starting to tick up there, so just keep an eye out for it. I'm sure you can find that stuff kicking around cheap. Another one you can definitely find cheap. I find this in dollar bins still. Minor Key, Thor 440, first team appearance of the, oh my God, the Thor core. It's right there on the cover. This is another good copy. What did I pay for this? $3, probably VF near mint. I've picked up a few of them now. Not an expensive book, again, in that $10, $20 range on eBay. You can definitely find it in back issues though. All right, and this I was happy to pick up. I don't usually buy these books. I grew up with the Turtles, grew up watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon when it came out. I don't know why I never jumped on with the comics, but crazy. The Turtles books are insane. Those first prints, even the second and third prints of number 1, just insane. The amount of money they're commanding, and I think rightfully so. I mean, I think these are just it's iconic. It's a modern book, but still the impact they've had on pop culture is undeniable. So it's not one of the big books, but I did get a copy of number 2. This is the third print, I believe. I got something on it there. Oh, that is third print. Very fine condition, and he had this for like $25 in his claim sale. So I jumped on that. I don't have a lot of big turtle books, so happy to pick this up. All right, now we will move on to the other shop. I bought a few books online, and I had to go in and dig. So the books he had some of his stock on his web store. So these were there at cover, so I grabbed them. These, I had seen some talk about these. Star Wars number 19. This is the first partial team appearance of the Scar Squadron. This is, spec for the Bad Batch TV show. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know what these have done since the show came out. And I got the first full team appearance in issue number 21. I think I saw this set, both of these going for like $45 as a set on eBay. Yeah, he had more than this, but he only lets you buy 2 copies online. So I got 2. I was going to go back and get the others, but someone else had beat me to it. But still happy to have these, and I was reading this run up through like issue 40, so I think I've got them in my personal collection box as well. So then I jumped into his back issues. So he's got this kind of weird setup. Definitely a disorganized store. You'll go in there and he'll have inventory laying all over the top of his bins, and you're going to move through boxes of toys and all this stuff to get to the back issues. It's, it's not the best setup. I think it actually deters people from looking through their back issues. So I'll just move the stuff around and go into it. Then he's got these bins underneath that roll out on wheels, and he'll group them by like, there's an Avengers bin, there's a Batman bin, all these titles to those major characters. and they each hold like 4 long boxes, and they're a pain to get to. You got to roll them out, you got to get on the floor, you got to pull the long box out. It's a pain, and a lot of times the long boxes are half full and stuff's falling over and the books get damaged. But it doesn't have everything priced, and this stuff has been sitting there since I got back into the hobby since 2015. So I'll periodically go through the effort of digging through things. So I decided to do that. I pulled out a big stack of stuff, a lot of spec books. A lot of it's not priced. A couple of them are, and I'm like, oh, am I going to dig through this? And he's going to price it at the counter, which of course he did. He went to eBay and then started realizing all the stuff I had pulled. But really cool shop owner, always treats me right. Gave everything to me for cover price or about that. I don't know exactly how it worked out. It was definitely a great deal. I think he just didn't want to take the time to go and do the eBay markup. And I would have been pretty annoyed if he honestly just went through, let me pick out all of the hot books and then mark it all up to, retail, full retail. I think he realized, he's just got to go through his stuff. So I got some amazing deals. So props to him for let me take the stuff home at the prices he did. So first we got Avengers number 35. I grabbed 2 copies. I think I had like 20 of these in the box, but I wasn't taking all of them. I don't think this is a super big book at all, but it's the first time Sam Wilson appears on a cover as Captain America. I think it's like a $10 book, maybe on eBay. These are sharp, so I took a couple. I did let him know, okay, you got like 20 more of those in there. These, I got the only 2. I just showed this off, but this is the cover A. Mighty Avengers number 1. And this was, before it just showed up on the Key Collector app. So I got 2 copies. These are both super sharp. Potential 9/8, which I think I checked this out this morning. People listing it at $350 now. So solid book to keep an eye out for. Happy to get those. This one, I don't know where this is at, but I've seen it on Hot List for a while. I think I've actually passed this book up multiple times. Had it in my hands and gone to buy it, but it wasn't doing anything at the time and still sitting there. So I grabbed it. Cover New Avengers number 7. This is the first team appearance of the Illuminati. So I honestly can't remember what the speculation is. I'm sure that it's going to show up in some show or movie, of course. So near mint copy. Very happy with that. These 2 tied to the Secret Invasion series, not in the best of shape. Probably VF condition, but again, for cover price, you can't go wrong. 2 copies of New Avengers number 40. I don't know who did this cover. I do like that cover a lot, though. This is the first appearance of Varenki. I think I'm saying that right. A Skrull queen who I guess is going to show up in the show, potentially. I don't know. Haven't read Secret Invasion. I do have the run. I do want to read it. So I don't know what's going to happen in the show. If it's going to, how accurate it's going to be to the comic book story. But this book going for 30 plus on eBay, definitely in the $40, $50 range for higher grade copies raw. All right, another copy of this, which I just showed off. Secret Avengers number 19. Again, near mint copy. This is the new costume for Moon Knight, the white on white, that white on white business suit, which I think is awesome. I do hope that actually shows up in the show. I think that'll be super cool. Definitely excited for that series. I know I did go back. I read some of the most recent 2015 Moon Knight series, I think. Never read Moon Knight growing up as a kid. Very cool character. So I'm interested to see the show, see what they do with it. But yeah, this is, I think there's speculation he'll go as Mr. Knight in the show, which he's not referred to as Mr. Knight in this book, but that costume first appears in this book. So of course, you know how it is with speculation, anything possibly related to it spikes. And this is one of those books, so keep an eye out for that. Now, I don't know if this is doing anything right now, but we've got New Avengers number 53. There's just a ton of keys in these modern Avengers runs. So this is Brother Voodoo becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. So I don't know if there's any spec right now specifically on this book, but for cover price, I know at some point Brother Voodoo speculated to show up. Definitely a worthwhile pickup, in my opinion, of course. This has no spec on it whatsoever, but it's first appearance of a character, of another character. So I figured, what the heck, near mint copies that I didn't have. We got Secret Avengers number 32, which is the first cameo, and then we've got 33, which is the first full appearance of the Black Ant. I do kind of dig that cover. I don't know a ton about him. I've read a few of the modern Avengers series. I think he was in the Secret Empire, which I wasn't a big fan of, that series with you know, Nazi Cap or Hydra Cap, whatever. So I don't know. I figured, you know, a long shot, but who the heck knows? Any first appearance nowadays seems like it's worth it if you can find near mint copies for cover price. It feels like it's worth the chance. So, all right, coming up on the end, as always, gonna save the best for last. So we got some Ms. Marvel spec. I can't remember if I showed these off in the last haul, but I got 2 copies of Ms. Marvel number 6. This is the first full appearance of the inventor. Again, near mint copies. I think number 5, for whatever reason, is a cameo, but that gets that goes for more. And of course, with this Marvel Now run, all those blue border second prints, and I can't remember, the orange is 5th print, and there's purple, and those later printings seem to command a good bit more from this time period. I think the second print of this goes for $10-15 more. Not a super expensive book, but I know I've seen spec that he could be in the show, and I've seen set photos leaked recently, so I figure at some point this thing's gonna take off even more as well. So happy to find those. Who knows? Could be wrong. Maybe he's not in the show at all. I know nothing about Kamala Khan whatsoever. Also know nothing about this series. Older spec, Secret Warriors number 1. This is from 2017, I think. This is not the series that's been hot recently with the Madam Hydra. This is volume 2, I think. So he had this for cover price. Not an expensive book, at least the cover A. $10-15. I think I got one just on eBay the other day for like $3. So definitely affordable. I think it was on a key collector alert or whatever, the top 20 list last May. So spec that got hot and then cooled off. That's what I'm always on the lookout for. Go for the cool stuff. So happy to find that. And then they had this, which I was surprised. Anytime I see these now, I am grabbing them. I don't care what the title is. These hip-hop variants seem to be insanely expensive. This was there as well for cover. So same thing, Secret Warriors number 1. So happy to grab that. This one, I'm not a DC guy. I don't even know what I was looking in. It was literally, I was looking at the Wolverine box, and for whatever reason, he had like a Superman run, and he had Action Comics, the New 52, very front, right there, just staring me in the face. And it was Action Comics number 9. This is not in great shape. It's got some bends. It's one of those ones that has gotten beat up from just sitting in that box the way it was, you know, getting crunched in the corner. But, you know, not marked. I brought it up there. He's like, where the heck was this? I'm like, it was like, the bin is right there. It's been on the bottom one. Just, it's very front of the, of the long box. So this is the origin and first full appearance of Calvin Ellis. I'm going off the CGC label here. Key Collector, I think, has it as the second appearance. I don't know which is correct. I just recognized the cover. It had been hot. Wasn't priced. I grabbed it. So I don't know what this is going for. Currently, I know I saw some news about which route DC's going with Superman. So I don't know what this book is doing. I just recognize it. And he did give it to me for cover. So he was kicking himself a bit. But again, you know, great guy to hook me up with the deals there. He certainly could have marked out, and I would have paid more for these books as well, you know, as long as he didn't gouge me too much, which he never does. But super happy to find all of those. Last 2, again, surprised to find these. The last one is amazing. But all right, we got some Master of Kung Fu. This one he did have price sitting in the very top of the top back issue, you know, regular back issues where he has them all priced, just sitting there still. Master of Kung Fu number 26. First appearance of the Cursed Lotus. This was only $5. It's not in the best of shape, probably mid-grade, but happy to grab that with the Master of Kung Fu spec. And the final book, I already showed this off on Instagram, if you follow me. I've got my 80 seam going here. Not looking for this at all, not on my radar, just, Again, flipping through his regular back issues, get to the T's, and can't believe this is just sitting there. It's not like it's hidden. It's probably been there forever. The bag has all got the dust and grime on it. And he had it marked at 20 bucks, which he did honor because it was sitting there. It's Thundercats #1 in really nice shape. I don't think it's a 9.8, but it's in the 9s. I think it's probably in that 9.4 range. I don't think I'm getting this graded. This is absolutely, look at that set. The G.I. Joe, the Transformers, the Thundercats. That is a child of the 80s dream right there. Super happy to find it. And I've got my He-Man up here, but I went with the Marvel ones. Super happy to find that. I couldn't believe it for 20. It was 20 bucks and I get 20% off at the store. So it worked out to like 16 bucks. This is the first print. I checked it out. So if it's got the M logo, the M-shaped logo, and the star here, it's first print. I think if it's, I'm going to screw it up, M-shaped logo and newsstand, it's third print. And if the logo is just a regular box with a newsstand, it's second print. I think I got that right. I could be wrong, but I checked it out. This is first print. This book is nuclear right now. 9/8 are in the I don't even know, over $1,000. So unbelievable. I didn't even know how expensive the book was when I grabbed it. I just knew I wanted the Thundercats 1. I was missing it from my 80s collection. I love the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. I hold on to anything tied to the 80s. And he honored the price. So amazing deal. So happy to find that. I didn't think I was going to be getting this book anytime soon because I certainly wasn't shelling out hundreds of dollars for an 80s book. But super thankful to find that. Super thankful to my shop owner for always taking such great care of me. You know, and that's the way it goes. I spend a lot of money in these shops. You know, I go back to the same places over and over and over. I try and spend my money locally as much as possible. I do shop on eBay, but I try and frequent the local businesses and support them the best I can. So that is the haul, guys. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys soon.